for me, I was just a kid who was just excited to be winning a district championship with my boys. And from that to going through, being able to go through the goods and bads, ups and downs I have for the 7-year gap to doing what I was able to do a week ago was like, it's something that just me talking to you about it right now, it's just like mind blowing. And it really is something that, you know, I make sure I pray something of gratefulness every morning. And it's something that, you know, I can say right now, I'm grateful for the growth that I have endured in these 7 years and changed perspective from being a hot-headed high school kid who just won a district championship and thinks he's on top of the world to win a national championship and thinking that there's still a lot to be done.
In 2020, the Randolph-Macon Yellow Jackets made it to the Sweet 16, but the rest of the NCAA Division III tournament was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, they finished the regular season undefeated, but due to the ongoing pandemic, there was no NCAA Division III tournament. The team adopted a saying as motivation: "So what? Now what?" In other words, good or bad, the Yellow Jackets are always thinking about how to respond to a situation. They're also always moving forward, but don't think for a second they didn't enjoy themselves after winning the national championship in 2022.
I made sure that I was able to take it all in. The post-game celebration, the hotel celebration, I definitely took it all in, and it's something that I know I can look back on and be like, hey, I remember this, and this, and not say that, oh, this was just a blur.
While the Yellow Jackets are always looking to their next accomplishment, they can still learn from their past.
You know, talking about my college experience, the humility that I went through during that time, you know, that God put me through. I think that is the biggest thing that has changed. And also with the losing the championships and just struggling with that, you know, just being able to climb that ladder and just be like, literally I was saying to myself, take this all in, like, this is amazing. Something that people don't get to do in a lifetime. And I'm doing it 4 years into my coaching career. And I think you know, anyone who goes from being 18 to 25, there's a ton of growth there and a ton of, you know, perspective, a different perspective, and on life and on what you do and who you are.
After having a starring role on the Hazleton Area High School boys basketball and volleyball teams, Brett Barron was ready for the challenge of NCAA Division III basketball at DeSales University. Things didn't go as planned. Barron struggled to get playing time, and his team lost 2 conference championship games during his junior and senior years in 2017 and 2018.
So then that part of my career, that put an extreme chip on my shoulder that I took into the coaching world. I'm like, I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can and put as much as I possibly can into it and empty my bucket on a daily basis so that I have no regrets. And to be, you know, to have gone through that adversity, that God humbled me a ton. He humbled me during those 4 years. And it helps because it's like, okay, people say enjoy this winning, enjoy this success, because it's not always there.
Barron went on to become a graduate assistant at St. Francis University in Pennsylvania. While I'm sure it was a great experience overall for Barron working at a Division I school, he still left looking for another championship. In his 2 seasons with the Red Flash from 2018 to 2020, they lost back-to-back Northeast Conference championship games. Then the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and Barron was back at home in the Hazleton area, spending his time watching National Association of Basketball Coaches lectures on Zoom. His mom suggested he'd look for a job in the area while keeping an eye out for coaching positions, and he ended up working in maintenance at the Mountain Laurel Golf Club in Whitehaven.
Actually, my first phone call with Coach Merkel, I was on lunch break at the Mount Laurel Golf Course, and just talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm on break right now. I'll get back. I'm all sweaty, dirty, and stuff like that. talking to my future boss for the first time.
As an assistant coach for Josh Merkel at Randolph-Macon College in Virginia, Barron has a lot of responsibilities. Yes, he coaches during practices and works on recruiting, but he's also the team's strength and conditioning coordinator. He also helps the team with travel and does work with their social media. For a sport that requires no hats, Barron wears many. Honestly, I don't have the time to list all of his duties here. He doesn't mind being that busy. In fact, it's all part of his coaching and life philosophy.
Whether it's do laundry for the guys, I have a load of laundry in right now that I gotta go grab, but I do the laundry for the guys, or ordering the meals for them, or helping them in a workout, helping them get better on the court, off the court, like whatever is basically whatever is needed, do it for them, and do it with the best attitude and just the utmost humility that I can. And you know, it's something that like no job is, I want to treat it as like no job is too small, or no task is too small for me and for, you know, the guys. And just want to be there for those guys 24/7.
So what? Now what? Well, Barron is ready to recruit and help Randolph-Macon build another championship team. But before that, he's leaving behind a little advice for kids back in his hometown.
Don't be afraid of failure. Like, failure is, it's your mistakes and the failure that you make, they're guideposts for your growth. There's something that, okay, I had a setback, I failed. Well, that's your guidepost. Now, how are you going to grow? Grow from there. Now, okay, I failed a little bit. All right, how am I going to grow more? And you just keep riding that train for growth. It's a mentality. It's tough to, you know, for me to just say, come on here and say, yeah, don't be afraid to fail. It's tough, but it's something that you have to fail, and you have to understand that everyone fails. Everyone goes through tough times. Some are worse than others, yes. And I'm grateful enough that my tough times, you know, in my mind aren't really that tough, and I was able to grow from them, as opposed to what other people are going through in this world, in this life. But I just think, like, you know, being able to focus on that what's next, that back to that stoicism, the neutral thinking of, so what now, what, like, what can I do next? What is my next move for me to be able to continue to grow and develop as a person?
For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Kara. Sports on SSPTV News is brought to you in part by the Lehigh Valley Health Network and MMI Preparatory School. Come see what they have to offer during their exploration days. You can also schedule a visit with their admissions director. Call 570-636-1108, extension 136, or email admissions@mmiprep.org.